Ionescu had the three, didn't take it, forcing her way in. Here's Phoebish, bouncing out to Stewart. New York a little frenzied. Stewart out to Jones, 7 to shoot. Jones in a crowd, and a blocking foul is called. Minnesota had one to give. And with how hurried New York looked there, you wonder if Sandy Brundle might want to take a timeout just to talk things over.
I mean, the defense by Minnesota has just been smothering.
New York, one timeout and the reset left. 40 seconds to go. Liberty trail by 2. Stewart the deep catch and a foul. That's the second in the last 2 minutes. That means Stewart goes to the line with a chance to tie the game.
Keep an eye on Jonquel Jones' ankle. She steps on the foot of Carlton. That really rolled over. See if that has any impact these last 40 seconds.
That is the 5th foul on Collier. Carlton has 5 as well. Stewart back at the line in a meaningful spot. Misses the first. Breanna Stewart misses again at the line. 83.5% in her career. Misses both. Phoebish the back tap. Ionescu. No. Rebound underneath. Who has it? It's a tie-up. Jones and Williams. Rebecca, it is almost inconceivable to see one of the greatest winners in the history of women's basketball miss from the line the way Breanna Stewart has in this series, but now New York has the advantage on the jump.
And look for Courtney Williams to violate. That's what Minnesota did in game 1 as well.
And they do. They violate so that Cheryl Reeve could set up her defense.
And she went over, got in the ear of the official to tell her, we are going to violate, to make sure that they did not miss it. She would rather have her defense set up.
New York ball down to 33 seconds to go. Minnesota with 6 straight points. New York has a timeout and their reset. So does Minnesota. Each team has its challenge. Neither team with a foul to give. Ionescu has to get it in bounds. Finds Phoebish. Ionescu corner 3. Off the mark. Rebound Carlton. New York is likely going to have to foul. Only a 4-second difference game in shot clock. Are they going to play this straight up? They're not giving themselves any room for error if they do. Williams letting it wind. Williams can go dagger seeking. Collier rummaging in. Can't finish. Stewart the rebound and a timeout. Sabrina Ionescu has gotten multiple open looks from 3 after finally hitting one that have not gone down. She is 1 for 9 from deep, 1 for 17 from the floor. New York as a team is 1 for 19 from downtown. Remember, this is a Liberty franchise that has never won a championship. Struggled 4 for 14. Ionescu 1 for 17. New York does have its reset should they struggle to inbound the basketball. Jones, Phoebish, Thornton, and Ionescu on the floor for New York rather than Lainey Hamilton. Here is Phoebish. The rookie will trigger in. 6.3 on the clock. They added a little time. New York down 2. Championship in the balance. Phoebish gets it in to Stewart. Stewart catches, leans, can't hit, but a foul. And Breanna Stewart, who just missed 2 free throws, goes right back to the line.
Up screen to get Breanna Stewart a touch. She comes in.
And Minnesota might challenge that.
Was that a foul?
They're going to challenge this. They still have a timeout to barter with, whereas New York does not.
The previous foul call is under review. Minnesota is calling a full timeout to challenge the play.
We'll need to see more replays.
Yeah.
But that first one, this call might get overturned.
A shaky inbound. Ooh, I think she hits the left wrist of Stewart.
Okay. I think we might see it again.
The other thing to keep in mind is if it was a successful challenge, you then look at whether or not either team had imminent possession. And that could determine whether or not a certain team has the basketball rather than a jump. See if Smith hits of Stewart. That angle doesn't look like it.
Hard to tell, yeah.
The other angle looked like she catches the arm of Stewart there. I don't know. That looks clean. Obviously a massive call. Here's the one where it looks like maybe that right hand.
The question, is there enough to overturn?
Has to be clear and conclusive.
Is it the lower body? No, Brianna Stewart's the one who initiates on the lower half.
There's so many layers here. Brianna Stewart has missed critical free throws in this series. Could have clinched game one at the end of regulation. Missed her second after tying it. Moments ago, missed 2 free throws with a chance to tie. Will she get a reprieve here? Now, there was no imminent possession there. So, if this is a successful challenge for Minnesota, there will be a jump ball.
After review, this is an unsuccessful challenge. Alana Smith is not in a legal guarding position. Therefore, Stewart will be shooting 2 free throws, and Minnesota loses their timeout and the ability to challenge subsequent plays.
Minnesota does still have its reset remaining, so they can advance the basketball and can sub. Brianna Stewart, 1 of 4 from the line tonight. 84.5% this year, 83.5% in her career. So rarely in a game like this do you get a second chance. Brianna Stewart, one of the great winners of her generation, has a second chance right here. Needs both to tie with 5.2 to go and has the first. Spike, can't bear to watch. This to tie game 5. Tie game.
And of course, during the monitor review, Cheryl Reeve had a chance to show her team exactly what she wants them to run here on a reset timeout.
They can sub. New York does. Sabali in for Ionescu. Minnesota can't huddle here. Carleton will inbound. Tied at 60. 5.2 to go in game 5. A title on the line. Will it be a win or overtime? Carleton has to get it in. McBride, no. Rebound, knocked away. New York can use the reset. Did they use it? They did not. We have overtime. It just feels like the basketball gods are getting a little gluttonous with their gifts now.
Cheryl Reeve told us she would like Nafisa Collier involved if she can at the end, and Brianna Stewart defended that well. McBride got a really good look.
By the way, that's a mistake by New York as well to not call the reset timeout, because they would have had enough time to catch and shoot.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yes.
That was on the clock when they corralled the board.